Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at Batman Reptilian Book 6. This is the final installment of the DC Comics miniseries from 2021 in their Black Label imprint, which is basically just Elseworlds. This is written by Garth Ennis, art, colors, and cover by Liam Sharp, letters by Rob Steen. Jessica Chen was the editor, Marie Javins group editor. Now, Batman's in a precarious situation after the events of last issue, and he manages to come up with a plan, but it's a pretty crazy one. And really, this issue is just kind of wrapping up the story. The big event happens right at the beginning, and then subsequent stuff happens. And we find out the fate of Killer Croc and that other survivor that Batman's been kind of using as a decoy or bait this entire time. It really kind of sums things up very quickly. It's a very fast-paced issue, but it's mostly just wrap up. Now, overall, the art's fine. There's a couple pages I didn't care for, especially when the ejector seat scene happens. I'm not going to show that because it was a full-page panel, but that one was just kind of silly and looked like something out of Mad Magazine. Otherwise, the art was pretty solid, and there's some really cool stuff that happens in here, and I was really excited to finish the series. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's a little pitch thing in the back, so you can kind of see what Garth Ennis wanted to do with it, and I thought that was kind of neat to read the pitch. But overall, this issue is not going to make any sense on its own. You really have to have been reading the miniseries for this to make any coherent sense at all. Otherwise, it'll be very, very disappointing. And because of the way this issue was structured is why I think that this was intended as a graphic novel and not a miniseries. They were just planning ahead to turn it into a trade paperback / graphic novel, and they should have just done that because I think it would have been better for it. At $5 a piece, these are a little pricey. The paper is really nice quality, but it's overpriced for what you're really getting. Now, I enjoyed the series quite a bit, but I would absolutely say get this in trade and read it as a single issue story in a single sitting. I think you'll enjoy it a lot more, and you'll get more out of it, and it'll make much more coherent sense. And I would absolutely recommend getting it because I thought it was a lot of fun. I would only say get the single issues if you can get them really cheap. I don't see this being a massive classic or anything, but it's definitely worth a read. It's a pretty solid Batman story, and I thought overall it was a really, really well done piece. A few minor issues with some of the art, but that was really, really small compared to what I really saw with most of the art, which was phenomenal work. So I will absolutely recommend this. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'll probably buy it in trade and sell off my back issues, and I'll probably pick it up in trade paperback at some point because I thought it was a lot of fun. The single issues will probably be in a dollar bin in the near future, so I'd look for those there. But in the meantime, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links to my merchandise store and other ways to support me are in the description, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.